Hey everybody, it's Dave right here at ICAST in Las Vegas. So I promised everybody that we would do more of these more frequently. So I've got a couple of minutes before the people start walking in here. And the first and foremost, what I like to do every year when we start the new air show season is to thank everyone who's had us at their past air shows, to thank the people that are going to put their trust in us to do a great show in 2026, which we are looking forward. We're already booking 2027 shows. So I stand here in gratitude at these events because, to get the opportunity to go to air shows and meet the fans and meet the people that do all the hard work, put all these air shows together so that people like you that are watching this can do what I did as a little kid and look up into the sky and wonder. So air shows are about excellence demonstrated. They're about possibility. They're about, though, even though a guy like me can fly a cool jet like that sitting behind me, so I stand here in gratitude. But now on to the news. I promise to touch on news each and every week. And there was an article today in AvWeb, so go to AvWeb and get the article. But this is the article about the Black Hawk and the CRJ-700. And the idiocy, I guess, that went on. But the purpose of the article talked about ADS-B in military aircraft. So evidently there's a push amongst Congress or the DOD in the U.S. To bring ADS-B into the cockpits of aircraft. I find that interesting because as a civilian pilot, we're required to have ADS-B on our aircraft. So obviously this accident was clearly pilot error from the chick that couldn't figure out what altitude to fly or where she was going. But I'm not here to pontificate on the accident, although it pisses me off, I'll tell you that much. That's such an arrogant, ego-driven, I'm not going to listen to you or I'm totally lost in the cockpit, unacceptable to anybody. But my question to you, the peanut gallery out there, is ADS-B in military aircraft. I assumed that they already had this. We're required to have a tattletale on board the aircraft, gives our position to other aircraft, displays that. I'm not a big fan of watchdog or big government watching our every move. However, the airspace is busy, and I want to get your understanding, those of you that are military pilots, or people with military experience. I just assumed that the military already had ADS-B capability on the aircraft. That could have prevented this. I go back again, technology and preventing accidents is great. Technology, when it's relied upon without a good set of Mark II eyeballs looking out the window of the aircraft, is the number one defense. So automation, as I say each and every time I talk about automation, it's a backup to our good piloting skills. Anyway, let me talk about one thing we're doing right here for 2026, and it's our STEM initiative. And this goes to everybody. If you're with an air show, if you're a fan of an air show, if you know people that do air shows, give us a ring, because what we started this year in 2025 was we started to provide a book free of charge. It's an electronic version of the book. It's an ebook. We started to provide this to anybody who asked us. And it was a book written by my daughter. It's called Math QRH. And this is a book designed for anyone taking Algebra 2 to Calculus 3. So it's the high school student up to junior college level. And what she found was that students in math classes had a real tough time when they got into algebra and calculus taking good notes because of the graphing and things of that nature in the note-taking, that they had a real tough time taking notes and listening to the educator. So what we launched this year, and I'm making it live right now, anyone who has an interest in mathematics can request a free copy of Math QRH written by my daughter. Her story was simple. She didn't know how to get into a big Ivy League school. And I said, baby girl, figure it the hell out for yourself and do something that's of value to somebody else. So she shut up, she showed up, she was excellent, and she wrote this book. And it's a compilation of her notes that got her into Stanford as a math major. And it allows the student to listen in class, take good notes, go back and study those notes, and understand the concept of mathematics. So if you're somebody that's involved in STEM, and if you fly jet airplanes like I do, or do anything in aviation, you need STEM education. This is a help, it's a service. It'll help your students get better grades in math. So kids, young people, high school, early college, this is for you. Educators, we are looking to partner with you and any air show that wants to provide this as a value added at no charge needs to contact me, Dave Costa. Anyway, that's my update for today. This is Dave Costa. I am the Renegade Aviator. See ya.